Good morning and good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Let's get started. First, send out the tweet. And then LinkedIn. Good. Okay, let's get started. So yeah, I am live coding JitHub again. And what is JitHub? For those of you who don't know, JitHub is a YouTube app that I built. It's a client for github.com. So it's for, accessing github.com, but for Windows. It's written natively in C#. The UI is WinUI, so everything is very modern, responsive. And I've been writing this app for a long time. Well, long time. I say long time, but it's about 2 years now. And it's been available in the store since September last year. And I got quite a few users now. So I've been trying to make improvements to it. And currently, what we've been working on is, well, if I could just show you, this is the app. Okay. Excuse me. So this is the app. Currently, what we've been working on. So these ones on the left are the repositories. So if I go into one and go into pull request and open a pull request, you will see this page first, right? Like you normally would on a. You know what? Let me just turn on do not disturb. All right, focused assist. There you go. So basically over here, you will see like what you normally see in a pull request page, right? It's gonna be the first tab is gonna be your conversations, and that's basically your description of the pull request, and the events and the commit history, and if we can like add a label to it, right? Supposedly it should show up here as well. Oh, there we go. This is a label that we first added before, but since adding label, I didn't really add the callback to refresh the page. But if the user comes back, like this, and now you'll be able to see there's another event down here that I added label -7 hours ago. And apparently there's some bugs in parsing the datetime stamp, but you get the idea. This part is the reviews and the comments about the lines of code. So basically, what I've been working on for the last few streams is adding these options right here. So basically, if I click on quote reply, it's gonna do this, right? And if you preview, it's gonna look like a reply. So that's pretty nice. But yesterday when we did the same thing, let's just delete this. Yesterday when we did the same thing to the reviews, so these ones, we had a little bit of a problem, right? So if we click on quote replies, it actually scrolls upward instead of downwards, which is the opposite of what we want. But it does copy the text to the correct position. So yeah, I actually haven't decided what I'm gonna be working on today. I could fix this bug. To be honest, I don't really know how to. I followed the exact same way that I did to do the scrolling, right? So basically, I have a method here which is to scroll to element, and I'll pass in basically this element. But you know what, now that I'm thinking about it, it's probably confused itself with this one, maybe. Is that what it's doing? Quote reply. Oh, that's interesting. Quote reply. It does scroll down, but it doesn't. Okay, let's try this one. See? Like the first time it always scroll up, but the second time it doesn't. That is weird. Okay, I think I probably know why. It's the unfolding of this thing is causing a little bit of problem for the offset. Okay, yeah, I think that's fixable. We don't have to fix this function. I think it's already pretty perfect to scroll to element. I think what we need to do instead is to pass in to unfold this expander first, and then pass in the whole expander as an element to scroll to. So yeah, that's what I will be doing today, but it seems like a pretty easy fix. We'll look for something else after that, I guess. So basically, yeah, quote reply. Okay. I'm not exactly sure how to achieve this, because I tried putting this before it, but it didn't seem to work. Right, supposedly if I just okay, this is getting ridiculous. Let's try it like a method thing to set it. Private void expand reply box. Okay. And we just do this over there. And we call this at the beginning. Just give it a little bit of time. I'm not sure if it'll really do that, but oh my god. Okay, sure. So this is the review comment view model. So let's find the actual view, which is right here, and we can give the name of the whole expander instead of the reply box, right? So why don't we just do this? Instead of giving that name to it, I give it to the whole expander. So it should still compile. So let's try if it works. Let's close down this one and build it. Okay, let's give it a go. Oh no, what's happening to Visual Studio? Okay, it's back. All right. All right. Wow, the second one's still having issue rendering. Don't really know why. But here goes for nothing. Oh, it works. My god, I didn't expect it to work, but it worked. So good. All right, that's a fix. That is a fix. We're gonna commit it right now. Wow, I like it. I like this one. So where's my... Okay, there we go. Fixed. Scroll to element for reply box. Yay. Okay, so for the next thing I'm gonna be working on, okay, what's wrong? The next thing I'm gonna be working on, I guess, is this. So all of these comment boxes, they have a emoji button, and if you take a look at the actual GitHub pages of pull requests, you will find they do something, right? So they have a list of built-in emojis that you can use, and that's what we're gonna use, right? If you do this, it's gonna show up here, and oh, they also have this menu here as well. So basically they show up in two places, all right? And we can do the same. Yay. Okay, so first we need to decide that we're gonna use a pop-up menu. So let's see if we can install the sample app, right? If we can install the sample app and pick up a menu or something we can use for that area, that'd be great. Actually, I probably already have something because we have to do something for this menu, right? And yeah, I think this is good enough. I'm not quite sure why, like every time I click on one of these menus, it just like drops. Yeah, this one happens to this one as well. I used to think it's a bug in the WinUI repo, but you know, other apps that does the same menu doesn't really have this problem. Because when I first built this app, I was testing on Windows 10, and it didn't have this issue. So I was like, okay, it may be a bug of the UI library not acting correctly in Windows 11, or it might be a Windows 11 bug where rendering, doesn't really take the correct parameters for the position, and then after it's rendered, it's like refresh it or something. But right now, now that I think about it, any other app behaves correctly is probably something I did to break the compatibility. But at this point, I don't really know how to fix it, and it's not my highest priority right now. But this button, oh my god, I actually don't really like using emoji in my button, and especially this one. But I'm not a designer. I probably have to loop in my designer at some point to swap this out. It is not really aligned with the design of the rest of my app, to be honest. Yep. Okay, so for the control that we're gonna use, let's find something. Let's get a layout or menus. Yeah, I think we're using like this one, or command bar flyout. Is this what I'm using? Menu flyout. Can I have like a custom one? Icons. Nah. Okay, so basically we just want to fly out. Yep. So, actually I think at the bottom level we are using like a flyout. So let's go to our reaction. Where's our reaction view model? No, actually just the reaction reaction control. Do we have it? There we go, reaction block. Oh wow, the button. It's just a big emoji over here. Okay, we can work with this. It's a button that we need to click, and we're gonna have a flyout, and in that flyout we're gonna have 8 other buttons, right? It's 8, because if we take a look at here, it's 8 of them. Yeah. Okay, let's do this. So we can put this content thing here, basically. And over here we just say button dot flyout, and we can put like a grid over here. Can we not do that? That's not support. Well, what do you support? Okay, you have to put a flyout first. That's fair. And then you can put whatever you want, basically. Okay, so we're gonna put a grid. Okay, and then we're gonna have 4 columns. definitions. Oh, I see what's wrong. And the row definitions. Okay. So 4 columns, 2 rows, and yeah, I know some people say it's better to use grid view at this point to define, like a 4x2 or 2x4 grid layout with things that are clickable, but I don't really like to use grid view. There are a lot of stylings in grid view that I don't particularly like, and I also don't want to use okay, let's see what else. Oh, I also don't want to use item repeater in this case, because item repeater, there's like a lot of ceremonies in item repeater. You have to have, actually, should I use item repeater? Now that I think about it, actually no. So for item repeaters, it's I have to define the layout. I have to have a collection of items. It probably does make sense if I think about it. No, it doesn't make sense, because everything, it's not like a dynamic list over here, right? Basically, we know there's like 8 items in the list, and we only want it to be displayed in a certain way. So I'd say there's no real benefit of using a item repeater, because it doesn't really bring like performance in a dynamic list, and I still have to go through the ceremony of having an item source and do the binding and do the template, which I really don't like to do. Like, templating in UWP is the last thing I like. Okay, it's fine. Templating is fine, but it really bothers me that template doesn't have any logic in it, and I can't use xbind in templates. You know what I mean? So and they have this weird divide between like templates and controls, and one has the logic, the other doesn't. And for controls, in order for it to receive the properties, you have to define all these crazy things, like the dependency property and the the property itself, and what happens when they change. And like most of the time you probably just want a view model in there anyways, because if it's something that like really really complicated, you don't want it to be you don't want to depend on the code behind it to do everything for you. So it's just I like something simple, right? If they have like a philosophy behind the programming model, right? Like, everything is a component, or everything is a widget, right? Like, everything is a component is React. In React, everything renders on the UI as a component. So if it's a component, you receive props, and that's it, right? You define the props, and then you receive props. Same thing goes for widget. Everything's a widget, so everything has equal power, and here it just doesn't. And you have to think about, okay, before I do anything, is it a template, is it a control, is it a page, is it and if it's one case, I have to do one thing. If the other case, I have to do another thing. Oh, when a template is not enough anymore, I have to convert it into a control and have to pass all these crazy parameters around with lots of ceremonies in templates. Okay, that's a lot of rambling. Let's actually get to coding first. So right here, I actually think we should define something reusable, because we're gonna have it 8 times, and I just don't think we should have something 8 times and have all of them to be, have all of them to be defined each single time that we have them. So let's go define a button somewhere. Let's stop the debugger first. Okay, I need to grab something. I'll be right back. Okay, so we're gonna have a button, okay? And obviously it's gonna be a control, so let's call it, let's just have it in common. New item, and we want a user control. We call it emoji button. All right. Oh, Visual Studio. If only you don't struggle when creating a single file. Okay, so for this file, we're gonna have, here's what we're gonna have. We're gonna have a button, all right? And where is my button? Okay, there we go. I'm a little bit of zoomed out because it's still early in the morning on the weekend, so not really used to this, but here we go. So right here we need to define something, right? We need to define the emoji that we're gonna use. So since it's very limited to one of the 8 emojis that we can use, I guess we can use the enum instead of just using a Unicode text to represent the emoji, and right here we can use some kind of converter to convert it to the actual emoji. Right, so yeah, let's do that. Let us do that. Where is my... Okay, first of all, I need to access my GitHub service. From there, we can access the APIs, and we can go to probably reactions. They actually have that. Okay, reactions client. Oh my god, wait, reactions client. I didn't realize it's this complicated. I can react to issues. Get all reaction to, and create a reaction to a particular issue. Is this what it's about? How do I do that? I only know how to do that to a single comment. Commit comment. Okay. I kind of forgot how complicated GitHub makes their API is. This is actually ridiculous. Let me just talk about this real quick, shall we? No, actually, let's keep this, but we need to go back to GitHub service. Nope, not you. JitHub, not GitHub. Sometimes I forget the name of my own app. Okay, so when you use my app and you go to the pull request page, you see this one long list. Actually, it's not very long, but you wonder why the loading took such a long time, right? You see the spinner, and if it's a website, it loads pretty quickly. They do everything on the server side, so they don't need to worry about, assembling all the UIs together. But on the client side, I have to assemble all of this together. And believe me when I say, this is not a single API call, okay? It'd be dramatically easier if it's a single API call, and I'd be so down to that if it's a reality. And it could be. There are unfinished GraphQL APIs from GitHub. The .NET version is especially unfinished, and it seems to be abundant at this point. But what I can do is to call the API myself, because they do have GraphQL APIs. So it'd be a lot easier if I can do that. I can get everything I want in one API call. That'd be so great, but so far it is not. So this one, how many API calls is this? Let's count it. Okay, so like you see, every other API calls is like 2-liners, 3-liners, and with the long ones, like it's just a try catch block that takes a lot of the lines, like the actual thing just like 1 or 2 lines. With this page, the method is this long, okay? And just look at how many API calls I have to make. This one is for all of the reviews, and they're only the reviews, right? They don't contain anything that they don't contain any of the UI that you actually see, like the data that the UI you actually see. It's just the review ID and the pull request number that it associates to, which is pretty useless and useful at the same time, because I need them, so I have to fetch it. And comments. And you would think this is just for pull requests, since it says get PR conversation node, right? And why would I, for PR, call into a issue API, right? This is for issue, clearly get all for issue. But in GitHub land, a PR, a pull request, is just a specialized issue, okay? And all the comments, they actually count them as issue comments. So if I want to get the comments, I have to go into the issue API and call that. So these are all the comments, okay? And down here are the review comments. Review comments are the things that you actually see. So down here, this is a review comment. This is a review comment. This is a review comment. All of these are review comments. And they come in separately. So every single one of these contains a copy of the div hunk. That's what they call it, div hunk. So if I was to render everything just as they come in, I would render the review, and there will be no information in the review. It'll be like, this user reviewed, and that's it. That's all the information it contains. And the actual comments about the review will each have its huge block of div hunk and a single comment under it. And this one will be with its own copy of this div hunk and this copy and this comment. But what I have to do is to see, okay, so which one of you are for this review particularly, and if all of you happens to be, because this is the original comment and all of these are replies, right? And if you guys are replying to this guy, I assemble all of you guys together and I only display one defunct. So assembling is what makes this looks like the website, right? Otherwise they all look, I mean, they don't have looks, but the data is pretty much separated. And that's the comments. And commits are these ones you'll see here, and events are these things, right? A user added a label or something like that. And don't underestimate this little guy. Like, it's pretty much just a one-liner, and it contributes to a very minor portion of what you see in this page. But it took me the longest, well, almost the longest to review is the longest, but events, they took long because there's just a lot of them. Okay, it's not hard to do events because they are not, I didn't make them interactable in any way for now, but there is a lot of them. There are more events than there are activities, and I have to define a UI for basically each and every one of them, which is tedious. Okay, I don't really have a way to test them, which I probably should change that. I probably should have a testing playground for what it's worth, but no, I don't. Okay, so for now, that's it. 5 API calls, and I have to assemble the data somehow, right? So I have to get all of the reviews into my own format, and then all of the comments into my own format, and I have to sort them, right? Otherwise, I don't know if I go through them, if it's efficient, if I go through them, if it's not sorted by date. And I have to go through every comment and squeeze them into their own replies, and squeeze all of the ones with replies basically into the reviews, and then that's what I return in the end. So I return a bunch of things. Alright, so this is what GitHub API does to you. They don't optimize for UI, they optimize for getting the data. And they never thought about making a native app with those APIs. So those APIs are not designed for UI. So yeah, like, this is how hard it is to render this single UI here, why it took so long for fetching the data. And today we're facing the same issue with the reaction client. Like, the single most hardest thing about getting all of the conversation pieces of the pull request is all of this information. They don't have a way to tell you what they are corresponding to the website, right? They tell you, oh, in the API documentation, a review comment, it's when the user make a comment. Yeah, like, I know that. What are they? Give me an example, give me a screenshot, right? They don't have that. So I have to have basically a bunch of test pull requests, and I do things, interact with things on the website, and then I observe what happens with the data. It took me a really long time to experiment and get the stuff right. Okay, so it's not easy. It's not easy, and probably we're gonna do the same for the reactions as well. So yeah, okay. Let's do it. Commit. You know what? Let's take a look at this API first. Let's pull +1, -1, laugh, confused, heart, hooray, rocket, eyes. Okay, I wonder if they have like an enum for all the reactions. They probably do, right? Like otherwise why okay, there. Reaction type. So that's the enum that I should take. Public static dependency property, let's call it reaction property, and let's register the thing. Public this, and we can call it reaction. Okay, good. Get yeah, we'll do that for now, but later on we should change it, right? Here is name of reaction type of this basically, and then it is for type of emoji button. Alright, and we're gonna create a new metadata, and the default is, well, I actually don't know what the default should be, but in any case we should have a default, so let's just do whatever default they do and do a null. Okay, so get over here should be reaction type, get value, set should be this. Okay, okay, now it comes down to the method that we're gonna do for it, and that is the hard part, right? We can't really do a single function in this button because we may place this button in different places. So yeah, we need to watch out for that. So let's first understand what the client is for. Okay, so they have commit, issue comment, pull request review comment. Pretty complicated if you ask me. Okay, first of all, what is a reaction? A reaction is the ID, the node ID, who reacted to it, the reaction content. Oh, and that's it. Okay, so how do I know what it's for? You don't, right? Basically, you don't know what the reaction is for. Wait, what? They must have a separate table to store the IDs, right? And they don't, it's a one-to-many relationship, so they don't have a foreign key for whatever it is for. That's fine. That's okay. I can deal with that. So that's what's a reaction. So list the reaction for team discussion comment. Team discussion. What is a team discussion? For enterprise, so we don't need to worry about this one. Yeah, by the way, GitHub currently doesn't support GitHub Enterprise. It's a little bit more complicated than what I can make, and I'll only consider it when GitHub itself has all the all the functionality of GitHub is mature enough. Like I do have like big ticket items planned, right? So for this one, it's like I have to make the conversation view adds feature like basically feature parity with the website, right? So I have to display it correctly, I have to fetch all the data correctly, and I have to have all the functionalities of the actual web page, but in WinUI, so it's like, you know, it looks really native, and it feels very fluid and fast to use, even on like a touch low-end devices, right? It's the whole point of making this app is not use the website, so we don't need to load the browser with all the heavy coding behind it. And you know, it's the first thing I'm gonna do is to make the conversation views better. Second thing is we have to improve the markdown rendering, and there are a lot more, right? Like the code page needs dramatic improvements from what it is right now. Like the code page is good. No, actually it's not even good, right? Like if you take a look at the code page, my god, this is what it is. Okay, no line number, and the coloring is pretty basic, I would say. Like you're able to see the coloring all thanks to that. Basically I turned this whole thing into a markdown file. Okay, and this whole thing is in a markdown with a code block wrapped around this whole code file, and it's not very, how should I say this, it's not performant. Okay, first of all, it's okay to display like the really short code, but for the code file that are like really long, this is not a good option. First of all, you can't really hold that much of a content in a string, right? Let alone putting it in a markdown string. The second thing is that the markdown render only does so much for the languages that it supports. There's no theming support, so the functionality is pretty limited. But at this point, for browsing, it's pretty enough, and it feels at least native, right? So that's like the good part. But what I like to do in the future is to change this thing into basically change this thing into a custom build of VS Code, and inside VS Code they have all the things that's built in for displaying code, and I can just turn on like a view only mode, and I can even load a few custom extensions to make the experience better. But as of now, like this experience is, it's nowhere near complete, right? Yeah. Okay, anyways, getting too far ahead of ourselves. Let's just make sure that we understand what a reaction really is. Okay, commit comment. Actually, do we need this? Like, I think we already have the data, right? So we need it for posting. Is that what you mean? Create reaction. So that's for commit comment. What about for issues? Okay, I can understand commit comment and issue comment. They're different, right? Issue comment are the ones that are just like simple text comment, and commit comments are the ones about like lines of code, like about the div hunks. For review and for pull request, I don't really understand what they are, but if for me to guess, they are for fetching all of the reactions in the issue. List reactions for an issue. Okay. Let's test this out. And let's see what we have here. We don't have an issue. Okay, you know what? Let's go to Flutter. No. In all GitHub, man. In all GitHub. They have lots of issues. Okay, first thing I notice is that you don't see reactions on the outside, right? So basically this is what we want. And we're getting a list. That is the ID, node ID, the user, content, created at. How do we know what it's for? Or does it actually matter? So if I was gonna create an issue reaction, I have to say, wait, I don't have to say anything. Then where do you see that? I wonder, where do you even see that? If you create a reaction for the issue, where do you see that? Well, we don't know that for now, but I guess it doesn't matter if we don't know what the functionality is on the website. Oh, there's another thing that's really frustrated about making a GitHub client, is that they have some service that they use that I can't really use. Okay, so if you drag an image in here, they'll upload the image to their own content, basically their own CRM, and they'll host that image there for a while if you don't actually post a comment, and if they don't really see you post a comment, they'll just delete the image. But if you do, it'll basically be there forever, unless you delete the comment. And I don't have access to that. They don't give access to the CRM that they use for hosting images. So essentially, the images that I post, there's no way for me to post images in my comment. So I don't know. I feel like the best thing I can do is to make it super obvious that they're uploading an image, that I have to use a third-party library for it, and I have to notify the user that, hey, your images lives here. You have to know it, and we have to show it to you, and you have to consent to it before you use it. Otherwise, there's no way I can upload an image to GitHub's own CRM. I have to use some third-party thing. But enough about that. I think as long as there's no way to see it, we don't have to add that functionality in. Is this what this is? Actually, yes, the first one. Almost forgot. The first one looks like a comment, but it's actually the issue itself, right? Oh, I'm getting this. Okay, I get this now. Okay. So I think what we actually what we need is that we need to know if we have access. Oh jeez, this is long. We need to know if we have access to cool. We need to know if we have access to all the data when we fetch the conversation, because we can't fetch more things anymore. It's frustrating, right? It's so frustrating to fetch everything in one API call. Like I don't want this page to be, oh, you just did a fetch, everything inside the UI is still fetching, and there are many API calls happening at the, like, I don't want it to be like that, right? Like instead of every review fetch their own comments, I just want to fetch everything all together. And I know it's gonna run pretty long if it's like a long pull request or a long issue, but so far I think we're good. I would say in the future we'll probably think about do like a paging thing, but right now I think we're good. So anyways, let's see if we get them here. Well, first of all, let's see if we get it through the getters of issues and pull requests. Yeah, let's see. Pull request. Do you have reactions? Please tell me you have reactions. Please. Okay, I'm getting worried because I see no reactions in this. Oh no. Do I have to do another fetch? I think I do. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Okay, so that's for a pull request. My god, I hate this so much. Why can't you just give me the information? Like someday I'm really going to look into using GraphQL. This is inefficient. Very inefficient. Okay, time to go into each individual comment, I guess. Comments. Issue comment. Yes, they have React. Oh, it's a summary. Is this enough? Probably is, right? So for displaying information, I think it's enough. No, this is for displaying the summary. This is only for the summary. So essentially they are these ones, right? Like these two. But for the button themselves, actually, yeah, if I click on this, do I see who did? Oh, actually, it tells you who did it. So frustrating. I don't have that information. What is the URL? Probably have to do some lazy loading on this. We can't have all the data available immediately when we load everything. We can't be like, for each and every single comment we have, load the reaction, right? We do want the names of the people who made the reactions, but this is a lot to load if you have a long issue or a long pull request. Okay. So let's think about loading later. What we can do right now is to program the buttons to send the reactions. So at least we have the data, right? Yeah. Let's do that. And I think what we need here is a command, basically. We can't program every single one, every single action that we're gonna have, but we should have a command, okay? Yeah, let's do a command. Okay, that's interesting because I see an issue comment, a commit comment. What's a commit comment? We have review comment. What's a commit comment? Can you react to commits? Okay, there are a lot of commits over here. Can we react to them? No, right? Added 30 commits 2 days ago. There's no reaction to this. And if we go to commits, can we react to this? No, we cannot. Files changed. I don't think I can make just a comment. I don't think I can make a reaction to these. Right? No. And I cannot react to the whole review. So what are these? Wow, look at that. They just copied the same line. Okay, see, this is the one thing that I don't really get. Okay, so if it's for review comment, why is it when I create it, it doesn't have any IDs related to any reviews, right? It's just weird. Because if I go back and I think I know what issue comments are. So if I go into it, I think I need to give the son of a bitch. How do they know which comment it is about? Oh, the number is the comment ID. I get it now. Thought it was for the issue itself, but it's not. So I assume for this one, the number is for, the comment ID. So what I'm thinking is This is for review comment, and the commit comment is for, I honestly don't know what it's for anymore, okay? So I think this is for commit comment. So let's say, I think this is a commit comment. So if we do copy link, I think that's the wait, is this discussion? If it says discussion, then what am I doing? If I do copy link, oh, I do discussion, because yeah, that's what they are. Okay. Okay, that's their discussion. I think this is the ID. So what we do is, well, we can try this. Okay, yeah, I can replace it with my own repo. Yeah, that seems about right. Nope. So, okay, let's do this. Let's first of all list all of the commit comments. Oh, wait a minute, commit comments? Are they just for like raw commits? So this is a commit. Do we have a comment? Is that the comment? I can make a comment. Oh, so that's what it is. Okay. I never knew about this. Alright, that's ridiculous. Okay, so what it means for now is that we don't need to worry about it. Right? Or we do. Because this one may be a commit comment. Let's try to list all of the commit comments. Oh, we have only one? Okay. So it turns out commit comment is the one that we don't need for now. We need the one for issue. It's gonna act for both issue and pull request. Issue comment are the ones that are plain text. Review comment are the ones that are, with the defunct in the reviews. All right. For commit comment, I'm assuming they don't happen all that often. I could be wrong, but for now, let's only worry about Anyways, getting ahead of ourselves. So for the content, basically we want to exbind to reaction, but we want some kind of converter, right? So let's create a converter. We can convert the reaction type to the actual emojis. High value converter. can't just return an emoji, right? Okay, let's just do in order of the ones showing on the web. Thumbs up, thumbs down, laugh. Okay, some kind of laugh. Let's do this. This is hooray. I don't know what it's called. Celebrate. Or let's just go through the emojis and look for it. Yeah, it's this one. What is this called? Party popper. Okay. And this is confused. This. Heart. Do they not just have a normal heart? There. Rocket? What is rocket? Oh, rocket is just rocket. There. Eyes? Oh, okay. Okay, default, let's just return null because I don't think we know what it is. Okay. And let's register this converter right here. It's a common converter. Where are all the common converters? Oh, common converters are just convert. Wait, no, they're not. Common converters. And that's it for the content. Okay, command is easy. We're just bind to the command that we have, which is reaction command. Okay, easy, very, very easy. There is another thing though. The command, like these ones, right? We need to determine if we need to show number. Because if you click on this, it goes away, right? Maybe we need a refresh and add a new command to it. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. And these ones are the ones that we need to add a number to it, right? We'll think about that later. But for now, let's put this button to good use, and we can call it a day for today because it's running long, right? Actually, it's not. I have not been streaming for a very long time today. But you know what? Let's try to finish this reaction block. So right here, we're gonna have emoji button. Oh, it's even local. Oh, nice. Okay, the content. No, it's the reaction, right? And it's gonna be +1. And the command. Oh, especially the command. We need to do the command thing. How do we do the command thing? Reaction block. We have a view model for it. So let's go to the view model. Oh, it's pretty simple. Okay. So for the reaction block, okay, there's something needs my attention. I'll be right back. Sorry, I'll be right back, I promise. And I'm back. Okay, let's finish this puppy. Okay, what we're gonna do here, we need a bunch of commands basically, right? So let's define some methods that we can use somewhere else so we can add them here basically. Okay. And GitHub service, let's go to the post section of the service. Okay, and we need to go back to the reaction client. Okay, so we're right here. React to issue. We need a long for repo ID, int for issue number, and we need reaction type, and we need to know if it's reverse. Okay, and basically we need to do this. GitHub client dot reaction dot issue dot create is the repo ID, the issue ID, and we need new reaction. All right, and we need to know what's in it. Oh, basically just a content. Okay. So type, that's it. If not, reverse. We do this, right? Basically. The hell. Or else we're gonna delete it. So reaction dot delete. Oh, the reaction ID. Okay. Okay, you know what? Yeah, we don't need all this or that. We can just do this and just wrap it in a try catch block. Okay. And just so we have it, let's do this. Okay. React to issue. The next thing is react to issue comment. There's no need for this anymore. Oh no, what they want this? Okay. And then the third one. Yep, that's exactly what we want. Okay, now that we have these, we need to put the signatures into our interface. Let's do that. Okay. Let's just do it to the end. Okay, so here let's add a few comments. All right. Public static. Let's not do static. Public command. Let's call it issue reaction command. Okay, and we need to tell it what a command is. And this is issue comment reaction command. Actually, no. No. We don't need this much memory to be in a single reaction. We actually just need one thing. Public we need a reaction command, right? But the thing is, after we react to it, we will have to refresh everything. Otherwise, this wouldn't make sense. Okay, need to think about this for a moment. Okay, I need a reaction command because I'm not sure if this reaction block view model is attached to an issue comment, or a review comment. So I do need it. The problem is I also need one for removing, but removing does not require a command that comes from the outside. Removing can be just right here, right? So public I command remove reaction command get, and we'll define it in here. Basically we can say remove equals to new async relay command, and we're gonna do and it's gonna take a string, an int. Okay, so right here we're gonna use GitHub service dot delete reaction, basically. But for the reaction command, I think we may have to add it in the constructor. Oh man, we're using it in a lot of places, are we? Yep. So it needs to take reaction type as an parameter. So let's do that. Let's do it one place at a time. This is for the converter, and yep, change this to a real command. Change what to a real command? It is a real command. This is for issue comment node to user comment block converter. I'm pretty sure this is already a real command, right? Yeah. We can delete this line. And var new async relay command. Come on. Okay, there we go. Sorry, it needs to take an int of oh Jesus. We need a GitHub service, right? Yeah. Let's do this. Or GitHub service. Equals to inverse of control dot default dot get service of I GitHub service. And we want GitHub service dot create react to issue comment, and we wanna do is what we have here is our repo ID, and comment.id. So we can do this. Oh, no. So this is an integer that takes an int of, is that okay? Int of ID, and for this one is repo.id and comment.id and ID. Actually, I want to take a reaction type. Yeah, it's fine. We'll define something here. Private async task react to issue comment of reaction type. Let's get the service first. Actually, putting this here is very stupid because this is just a converter, right? Where we should have put it into is the issue comment node. Exactly. Yep. Okay, yeah, this is very stupid. So let's go to the issue comment node. Reaction command get. Okay. And right here we can have it like this. and this is that. Okay. GitHub service is a version of control dot default dot get service of GitHub service. Okay, and right here is react to issue comment, and what we want to do is to have repo.id and comment ID. Wait, do I not have it? Or just ID, right? And here is type, basically. Is that okay? Yeah, and over here you don't need this anymore. And you can just do reaction command. And there we go, that's one down. Another place is, oh, this is already done. Another place is here. Issue view model. Okay. It's for, what is this for? It's for body, right? If it's for body, then it's for issue itself. Then, yeah, let's create one. This is not looking good. Well, I guess it works. New async relay command of reaction type, and it's gonna take reaction type of type dot react to issue, and I'm pretty sure we have repo.id here and issue dot number and type. So it's done. It's that simple. One more. Okay. Good. We can do this. this and this. Nice. It's not super readable, but you know. Second place done. This is for loading for each comment. For each comment. Okay, yeah, it can be done. What we can do here is to do this again, and this is for issue comments, right? So react to issue comment. We have repo.id at this point. Yep. Comment ID, so it's for each comment ID, and type is what we want. Can we do that? Oh, we didn't have to specify the data type. Yeah, that's much cleaner, actually. That is much cleaner. So let's do the same over here. We didn't have to do this. Could have delete all of this. And it still works. Okay. Same thing for the first place, which is right here. Didn't need to do this. And it still works. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. The third place done. Let's go take a look over here. This is for review comment. Review comment. For each of them, they are all review comments. So it's pretty much the same. Just do it here, I guess. Or comment, reaction, command, this new relay command of reaction type and async type await GitHub service dot react to review comment, right? Yep. And we already have repo, so repo.id comment.id and type. Okay. All good, all good. Get that, get it in there. All good. All good. Actually, how are we gonna use this? There's no way we can use this. Well, there is a way we can use this. If we click on the individual button, we can go search for the users. Yes, it's really hard. We can't really do this. It's very specific to each button, right? Yep. So yeah, let's remove this. Oh, no. This is not for each button. Okay, so for each button, so because this is the view model, for each button we will need to initialize something at least. So for this, we're gonna have a load method basically. Yep, we're gonna have a load method of just this user itself, so it's the logged in user at least. But it's gonna be for a specific block, right? Yeah, it's gonna be for the specific block. But it doesn't have to be this. Yeah, you're right. You are absolutely right. Let's do that on load because I'm not super sure if we should really do that right now. Okay, let's just keep it for now, okay? And copy this, paste it here, call it reply. Basically replacing this with reply, and we should be good. Should be good. Yep. I need to fix one more. On reply. Yeah, same thing basically. Okay. Alright. Good. All good. All of these ones are fixed. Just this one more left. Alright. So this is for the body of the... Okay, so yeah. Same kind of drill as the issue one. So let's do... And this is a real command now, so you can be removed. Or reaction command was new async relay command of reaction type and is async type of to issue and its repo ID pull request number and type. It's basically typing everything for me. Copy that, paste it here, and we're all good. We are all good. And now we need to move on to the individual buttons. And actually, no, we don't. So for the buttons, we'll just have to add a parameter. Okay. So where are my buttons? Is this a button? Oh yeah. Command. Oh, I get it now. I get it. So basically, we need to bind it to the view models reaction command, and so we need one more. We need actually that's it, right? Yeah, they know what the type is. It's right here. So if we go to the reaction button, I mean emoji button, do we have the XAML code? So yeah, the command is this, and we just need a parameter, right? That's it. That's the whole thing. And we just need to basically three, four, five, six, 7, 8. So -1. What is this? Yeah, I need to take a look at the converter. Minus, and then laugh, hooray, confused, heart, rocket, and eyes. Okay, and we're gonna do grid column 0 and grid row 0, and we're gonna do the same for everything in here. So all of these have 2, 3. Oh, sorry, not 2. 1, 2, 3. And here is 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1. How about that? How about that? I think we can finally compile and take a look. Moment of truth. Click. Oh, yay. They do show up. So nice. My god, they look so nice. I'm so excited. Okay, yep. This is awesome. Wow, it's been a long stream, but hey, we finally see something, right? Like this is what we been waiting for to see. We just need a little bit of padding. That's all, right? Just a little bit of padding. How do we do padding for grid, column, and rows? UWP grid column padding spacing. Oh, column spacing, they do have that. Okay, that's good. Not here, I see. Not here, I see. Column spacing 4. Do you have column spacing now? You do. Row spacing 4. And you have both. Nice. I just want to get rid of some of the margin thing, if we could, or padding, you know. Nope. But this looks good enough, doesn't it? Looking good. So if we click on this, yep, we should dismiss this flyout on clicking, right? We should do that. And right now it's not refreshing, and also we're not displaying anything. So, but you know, let's check it out on the website. We have it. Okay, so I think that's a success already, and it leaves some imagination for the next one, I guess. So oh wait, is it stuck? No. Okay, it's fine. So for the next one, I think I'm gonna be working on polishing this feature. So first of all, I'm gonna see if when I click the button, I'm gonna try to dismiss it, dismiss the flyout. That's one. And the second thing is that I need a way to refresh this comment, right? And I need a way to refresh it to display whatever emojis I have here, essentially. The third thing that I need to do is to have different colors in here, so that when I click on it, I know if the user already have one of these reactions, and I can have conditions on the clicking. So if the user already have the reaction, clicking it would be removing that reaction, and that should also refresh this panel right here. But all in all, that is pretty good progress. Yeah, another thing we need to do is to adapt this button to be able to display numbers, so we can use the same button down here for the actual reactions that we display. The functionality is going to be pretty much the same. So if we have them, then clicking on them would be if the user has already reacted to it, clicking on it would be to remove it. Otherwise, it'll be adding on top of what the reaction already has. So the number should change. So yeah, that's pretty good change, and it's a pretty good feature. Wow, it looks nice. Maybe we can add some polish to it, but as it stands right now, I think it looks pretty good. Pretty good, yeah. All right, okay. Let's stop this debugger and save all the files for the ones that hasn't been saved. And oh, look at that, we made a lot of changes. I am very proud of us. So a little summary for today: we added a converter to convert the reaction types to the actual emojis that we want to display. We added the reaction command to different types, like for the issue comments, for what else? This is for the issue body, and for what is this? Issue body and for issue comments, right? These are the two things. And we also added all the helper functions to actually post the reactions to GitHub API, implemented them, changed the interface of some of the models to support the reaction command. We added a new control for the emojis, so we can first of all see the emoji, and we can click on it to display the our the reaction button. And we implemented the command and command parameters. And finally, we added all of the emoji buttons to the reaction block. And I think at the end it looks pretty good. So let's commit this change. And you know what? While we at it, let's launch it one more time. Let's launch it through here, actually. And yeah, the reason why I'm doing this is just because I want to take a little screenshot, so we can, I don't know, like which one looks good. Okay, let's just do it here. Okay, a little screenshot, and paste it in my Discord channel. Okay, and with that, truly it is a wrap for today. I will continue tomorrow's similar time than today, and I'll be working on the polishing up the reaction experience. And thank you so much for watching. We can I think we can make a lot of progress working on GitHub this way. please follow me on all of the social medias. I'm active on Twitter, LinkedIn, GitHub, and you can also join the Discord UWP developer community, where I have my GitHub channel there, so I'm pretty active on posting status and accepting feedbacks. And yeah, if you're interested in GitHub, please go check it out in the Microsoft Store. It's a pretty impressive app, one may say. I worked on it really hard, and I hope you like it. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye.